I'd like to start by giving you just a little bit of an overview of the DISC model. By the way, I've been using DISC for well over 20 years and use it to really understand others as I'm out communicating with them and building relationships. Okay, so DISC was developed back in the 1920s by someone who was called Dr. William Moulton Marston. He was a professor at Columbia University. He also, interestingly enough, was contemporary at the same time that Dr. Carl Jung, where the Myers-Briggs comes from, was developing his body of work as well. So fascinating time in history. In fact, Jung at one point worked for Sigmund Freud. So imagine all of these individuals in the same period of history really trying to figure out what motivates people. So Dr. Marston worked on the DISC model. He also wrote a book in 1928 called Emotions of Normal People, because that's what he was focused on. And another couple of quick things about Dr. Marston that you might not know. One is that he was the inventor of the lie detector test. Another thing that he is credited for is creating the comic figure today, which is known as Wonder Woman. At the time, he didn't feel that there were a lot of strong women role models, and so that's where he developed Wonder Woman as a way to kind of give some credence to women in their day. So that was fun for him to be able to do that too. Okay, so let's get back to DISC. I've been using DISC, as I mentioned, I think for over 20 years, and really enjoy the model. It is based on 4 quadrants of behavior, and so we'll be looking at each of those 4 quadrants. And a couple things I want to share with you before we get into what DIS and C mean and go into that in a little bit of detail. One is that there is no best behavior. So that's something important for you to remember as you're looking at this. All of us are typically a blend of most of these. We probably lead with 1 or 2 that are a little bit more prominent for us, but we can draw from all 4 of these behaviors when we need to. And because it's behavioral based, it's an easy model for people to be able to observe and understand. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. If you have a need for more information, 2 websites I want to refer you to. You can go to trainingresources.com. That is our main website, which will provide you with the actual tools, the facilitation materials, the reports, where you can go and find out more from a real assessment about your DISC style. If you're looking to get some training around DISC, you can go to our main training website, which is disctraining.com. And by the way, on disctraining.com, I also have a free audio e-course. If you go there and look over on the left-hand side, you'll see free audio e-course, I believe it says. Sign up for that. I deliver 7 email lessons in a course called 7 Deadly Sins that DISC trainers make. Because I've done them all. And hopefully you can avoid some of those with a little bit of help from my experience. Thank you so much for listening to this this video. I wish you the very best. Continue to do people reading each and every day, and as you start down the road of DISC, you will discover many fun things about yourself and others. Bye now.